Hi, good morning, Gail. My name is Mihiraa. I'm your invigilator for the OIT speaking session on the 15th of April 2022. How are you doing?
Hi, good morning. I'm good. Thank you for asking. How about you?
Well, I'm great. Can you tell me your full name for the record, please?
My full name is Gally Midfield.
And may I know your candidate number?
My candidate number is 237871910.
Thank you. And are you taking this test as a nurse?
Yes, correct.
Can I see your ID, please?
Sure. Here it is.
Thank you. The warm-up questions are not assessed, and are a chance for us to get used to each other's voices. We'll just talk for 2 to 3 minutes.
All right.
Tell me about a time you stepped into a leadership role.
I have acted as a charge nurse numerous times in my career. I have had to lead code teams, respond to rapid responses, and make difficult staffing decisions. As a charge nurse, I have determined patient assignments to ensure that assignments are fair and equal. Furthermore, I have to ensure that the nurse's skill set is sufficient for the assignment.
Describe how you provide effective patient or family education.
After teaching families, I ask them to repeat the information in their own words. Using a teach-back method allows nurses to know if families truly understood the information that was given to them. It is also important to provide the family with written educational material and use other forms of education, such as videos or hands-on, when possible.
Tell me about a time you were under a lot of pressure.
I was the most senior nurse in the unit by over a decade. I had to not only handle my patient assignment, but also was to act as a resource to the other newer nurses on the unit. I had to make sure my time management was great, as well as my ability to drop everything and help someone else. I had to stay organized, otherwise, I would not have been able to assist others.
Describe a time when your facility was undergoing some change.
One healthcare system I worked for switched from paper charting to electronic medical records and computerized charting. During this transition, it was confusing and often overwhelming. I was able to adapt quickly, and I could help some of my coworkers who were not able to.
Talk about a time you worked in a fast-paced setting.
Working in an ICU setting is extremely fast-paced, and it is essential to prioritize your tasks for the day. At the beginning of the shift, I make a to-do list with everything that needs to be accomplished. I put the must-do things at the top of the list, and the things I would like to do at the bottom. Administering medications are placed at the top of the list, and washing a patient's hair is further down.
Great. Thank you very much for sharing that. So, let's move on to role play now. I'll take the part of the patient, or perhaps a relative, and you'll take your professional role. The purpose of the role play is to get evidence of your ability to communicate effectively with patients. Use your ability to fulfill as much of the role play as possible. Do you have any questions?
No, Mihiraa.
You have up to 3 minutes to prepare the role play. You will start the role play after that time. I'll let you know when the 3 minutes are up. You can ask me if there is anything you are not sure about, and you can make notes on the role-playing card if you want to. Here's a pencil for making notes.
Thank you.
You can look at the card during the test, but you must return it to me at the end of the test. Please start preparing now. Thank you. Your preparation time is over. You can now start your roleplay. Don't worry if I stop you when the time is up.
Mihiraa, I have just completed your child's assessment. So, shall we discuss the findings now?
Sure, nurse. We can.
Well, Mihiraa, before that, do you have any concerns about your child?
No, nurse, I am not having any specific concerns about him. I think he is doing great.
All right, Mihiraa. Generally speaking, Evan shows no symptoms of illness and seems to be as normal. However, his growth chart is not revealing good figures.
Nurse, what exactly does his growth chart say?
Evan's physical examination says he is below the 5th percentile for weight for height, which suggests significantly delayed growth. By the way, Mihiraa, may I know your understanding of weight for the height percentile?
I have just heard about it. I do not know about it in detail.
No worries. I will brief you on the purpose of weight for the height percentile.
That will be of great help, nurse.
Mihiraa, the growth chart shows percentile, which is used to compare the weight for height proposition of a child to other children of similar age. Thus, we can monitor a child's development.
Oh, I see.
What his evaluation conveys, 5th percentile, which means that 5% of boys that age way less than he does, and 95% of boys that age way more. That shows how delayed his growth is. And I would like to know how you feel about your son's development.
Well, I too feel his growth is less for his age. But I don't feel any problem, because Evan shows no illness. So I thought the growth will catch up in the coming year.
Good to hear that Evan is not having any illness. Mihiraa, your thought is quite natural. As you said, catch-up growth can happen in the coming stages. Also, the current statistics may not be due to serious issues. That is, your child's development might not be affected.
All right, nurse.
Even though Evan is not having any illness, we are not sure if there lies any underlying condition for his delayed growth. Moreover, Evan's current percentile is below 5%, which indicates delayed growth.
Okay. I understand that.
In order to determine if there is any underlying cause for delayed growth, a further examination is necessary. Thereby, appropriate treatment or necessary management can be taken.
Yes, nurse. What you said is correct. I think I am not taking care of my baby properly.
Don't get upset, Mihiraa. This is not because of your fault. Some children show delayed growth, but later they catch up as well. So be relaxed. The doctor will provide more information to you.
Okay, nurse, that's fine.
Mihiraa, I will outline the next steps. First, Evan needs an appointment with the doctor for further investigation. During the appointment, the doctor will access him and provide definitive treatment if he requires it.
All right, nurse.
Mihiraa, can I have your consent to make doctor's appointments?
Sure, you may please.
Thank you for your consent. I have booked an appointment for him. Well, before concluding, for your better understanding, let me summarize what we have discussed so far. You were here for your son, Evan's routine physical assessment. On evaluation, he is below the 5th percentile for weight for height proposition, which suggests significantly delayed growth.
Yes.
Since you weren't sure about the 5th percentile for weight for height, I explained what it is in detail and said how it is being determined. I hope it is clear to you.
Yes, it is the comparison of the proposition with other children of the same age group.
Yes, it is. Afterwards, we discussed Evan's development. Even though he didn't have any illness, his growth is comparably low. Therefore, I suggested a further examination by the doctor to identify whether there is any underlying condition for Evan's growth.
Yes, I too think it is necessary, and I wish to know about his growth as well.
Yes, therefore, you gave me the consent, and Evan's appointment has been scheduled for further investigation. Mihiraa, I hope everything is clear to you.
Yes, it is.
Thank you for your cooperation. If you have any queries, Always feel free to contact us.
Sure, thank you. That is the end of your oat speaking roleplay. All the very best.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Please, like this video and encourage us.
Subscribe and stay tuned for more videos. Kindly comment your suggestions and help us do better.